What is going on, guys? We are back with another Walleye Now deep dive brought to you by FishUSA, where twice a month we go into some of the best presentations working right now all across walleye country. It's that late summer into fall time frame, and we're going to show you guys one of my favorite presentations this time of year, which is the Acme Kastmaster, casting and ripping a bunch of spoons for a lot of these transitional fish this time of year. And if you guys are excited about fall walleye fishing, jump on over to the Walleye Now app, where we have thousands of hours of highly informational videos breaking down the best fall fishing locations, presentations, and exactly how to find those fish. So if you guys are as excited as I am about fall walleye fishing, jump on over to the Walleye Now app, available on Google Play and the App Store. But for now, we're gonna break down a fall classic, ripping spoons for some of these late summer walleyes. Right there, fish on, boys, just like that. That is what we're after right there. It's feeling right too, feeling right. Oh man, he's digging all over the place. Oh, you can see how surprised I was when I set the hook on that. He just kind of like came out of nowhere, popped up, nice walleye on. And man, what a fun way to fish. You know, anytime you could be yanking a rod and ripping a rod around like that, what a blast, you know? I'll do that any day of the week. Not a big one, you know, nice keeper size fish if you were looking to keep one, but absolutely smoked that Kastmaster. That is what we're after right there. Big fish, small fish, they all are gonna eat that rip spoon. And for some reason, this time of year, really in midsummer on, I seem to do very well in that, and even into the fall. Look at that right there. Beautiful walleye, and I'm just fishing the straight chrome right there. So let's do a little bit how we like to fish this bait, a couple different color options, and where we really see it shine the most. All right, so let's talk a little bit about rigging and how I like to fish this bait. So there's two kind of sizes I find myself fishing the most, which is 3/8 and half. Both great options when you're fishing depths from, I would say, 20 feet and deeper, 20 to like that 30-foot zone. Now you can also fish this bait a little bit shallower than 20 feet. In that instance, I'll go with the quarter. A couple of my favorite colors, straight, nickel, and straight gold. The nickel I love in clear water. Gold will work good in clear water too. If I'm fishing dirty water, normally I like that gold. I like fishing this on a medium action rod, something like 7 foot. I like running my main line as braid so I can make long casts, set the hook from a distance, and have that added sensitivity. And then I like to tie in a length of fluorocarbon leader, 10 or 12 pound fluorocarbon leader, with a swivel up above that, because these baits like to twist and fall a lot as you cast them around. Now we'll throw this bait up here. We're fishing like about a 24-foot kind of rock hump right now. But great bait, you can fish it fast, you can fish it aggressively. It's a great bait if you're gonna be fishing a big flat. It's a great bait if you're fishing isolated structure, and it kind of fits a few different you know, uses overall. But we're gonna get it out there. First thing, all the way down to bottom. I like to get down to the bottom. Then when the water is still warm like this, I like doing this big rip up, and then I keep it kind of like mostly a slack line on the fall, but I'll just call it semi-tight line while the bait's falling. You don't want to keep a really tight line, because that impedes what the bait's doing. This bait gets down there, and as it's falling, it's going whoo, 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 whoo. And if you keep it on a tight line, it's not going to do that. So you can see him doing this big rip up, let the bait go back down to bottom. Big rip up, let the bait back on bottom. Now you'll get your bites one of two ways. Number one, like that one you guys just saw me catch, you'll go to rip up and there'll just be weight on there. A fish smacking that bait right while it's on the bottom. The other way, that bait will be falling down, and you'll just feel that big clobber knocker boom on the end of your line. That big classic big jig bite while the bait's falling. It's a very kind of, and a lot of times you see these old presentations like jigging spoons or blade baits start to get back popular again. And it's one of those things that was used a long time ago and is all of a sudden gaining steam again because people realize how effective it is. And I would say this summer time frame into kind of the early fall time frame, oh my gosh, he just powed it, and he didn't hook up on it right there. But I'd say this kind of late summer time frame into the early fall, great time of year to be fishing these kind of baits. Now, in a lot of instances, you can even fish this bait vertical, where you're just dropping it down and kind of ripping the rod like this. And same thing, kind of emulating that same thing, where you're ripping the rod up and kind of letting that line fall on a semi-tight line. Casting it obviously gives you the ability to cover a little bit more water. And on top of that, when you're casting it, the bait moves in two directions. It's not just hopping up and down, but it's also moving linearly as you're pulling it. And a lot of times when you add kind of that second degree of motion to a lure, it becomes even more enticing. Oh man, had to really catch up to that one. It's gonna be a smaller fish for sure here. What do we got? It is just a little walleye. All right, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little rundown on one of my favorite late summer into early fall walleye fishing presentations, the Kastmaster spoon in your 1/4, 3/8 and half, gold or that straight nickel color. Super fun and aggressive way to catch these fish right now, and that's gonna work almost anywhere you guys are gonna go. And if you guys enjoy this highly informational walleye fishing content, whether that's on a presentation, whether that's on specific locations, or maybe just the best bites going in walleye country right now, get on over to the Walleye Now app, which is available on Google Play and the App Store, where there's thousands of hours of content just like this to put you, the walleye angler, on the fast track to walleye fishing success. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this Walleye Now deep dive brought to you by FishUSA. If you guys want to get great products like these Kastmasters or anything else, jump online at fishusa.com, and for all your walleye fishing information, get over to the Walleye Now app and stay tuned for more.